Hi, SuperBenny here. It's Video Games Pickups 44, and I'm giggling already because, there's a whole chunk of games in here. Sometimes you don't realise how much stuff you've been picking up. Boom! And I was like, oh yeah, I picked that up, and I was just about to start the video, and then I was like, oh yeah, I picked that up as well. So this is what happens a lot of times when I'm like, I do a pickup video, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to mention I picked up that as well. And yeah, they're not always massive pickups, but there's quite a few sort of different games and random things been picking up, and we'll just put them all together in sort of one video. To talk about quite a lot of them and why we bought them, that kind of jazz, and show and tell as usual kind of stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of cool things in here, very, very cool things. It's all sort of things I uniquely collect and all that kind of jazz. So let's jump in and talk about some of the things that we've been picking up over the last couple of months. The first one is Last Blade 2. Now, you know I love fighting games on this channel. I've got loads of fighting games. I've got loads of King of Fighters. I think I picked up King of Fighters down in Salisbury over sort of Christmas. So that was a cool one. They had a white TX there. Last Blade 2, yeah, we used to play this on the ROMs and stuff, and I believe you can get this maybe on the Neo Geo possibly. This one, I finally got it for a decent price. It was hovering around sort of 50 or so pounds, but managed to get it for a really good price, about half that price. So Last Blade 2, some fantastic sort of, very sort of similar if you like sort of Samurai Showdown. It's very, very sort of similar, but just has some more sort of unique characters, and yeah, the atmosphere is just very, very cool. It's just, yeah, something very, very sort of different to your sort of traditional fighting games, and very, very cool. I've got a lot of time for Last Blade 2. I really, really like that one, and it just really adds into like games I used to love, and like Dreamcast re-releases and all that kind of jazz for the PS4. There's quite a few more PS4 stuff in here as well. Let's get into one of my favourite franchises. I picked up this one very, very cheap. Now, someone else was selling one of these, but I managed to get this for like less than a tenner. I don't really like collecting strategy guides, but this is part of the Monkey Ball Shrine in here with some, you know, promos and a few other little monkey ball sort of randomness, but you know, it's one you might actually use because some of the levels on Monkey Ball are notoriously difficult, so I don't really mind it. And Super Monkey Ball 2 is one of my favourite games of all time, and a strategy guide I'm probably going to need to get through some of those levels. And out of everything, you know, sort of Bomberman and Super Monkey Ball is one of my favourite franchises because they're just so very easy just to pick up and play, you know. And, yeah, I haven't been playing an awful kind of lot. I've been playing a little bit because it's been half term. You know, sometimes you're just not feeling it, and then you come back into it and you're like, yes, let's get into these games. So yeah, a nice little Super Monkey Ball strategy guide there for the Shrine. I've also got some promos. I got rid of my other sort of promo copies, and I thought, let's get some promos that we really, really like. It is Super Monkey Ball Deluxe. Ooh. And then we've got Super Monkey Ball Adventure as well. So we've got two promos. Fantastic PS2 promos. Very, very small. They don't take up too much space. So yeah, buzzing with those. Next game is an absolute classic. Just for the soundtrack alone, this one and the second one is absolutely amazing. This was an absolute steal off Vinted. You can also see it was a blockbuster one back in the day and in fantastic condition. Nobody ever really sort of played this one too much, and I'm just really chuffed with the condition. It's X rental as well. It's got, you know, ticks all the boxes, that one. I love the soundtrack for Tony Hawk's. Really, really good. Then we got into some sort of steel books and cardboard sleeves. As I say, we're slowly filling up the PlayStation 4 library. I think there's only maybe one more game and possibly after for the PS4, which should be a future pickup. But it's just having some spare cash to pick up that last one. It's another collections. It's another collection, a collection of games. So maybe you can comment below which one you might think it is, because I've got quite a lot of random collections already. So yeah, let's go into the PS4 bits I picked up. I've got some nice little bits. Far Cry 4. Now I picked up the Far Cry double pack with Primal not too long back. I'd never seen this one before. It's a nice sort of cardboard variant of Far Cry 4. I just thought it was very, very cool. So I thought, yeah, let's pick up that. I love Far Cry. I really love Far Cry 4, 5, 6. Very, very good. One I've been wanting to add for a while, it's the Steelbook of Bayonetta and Vanquish. You might have seen on a previous video about me talking about getting rid of the PlayStation 3, and well, to have some games that was on the PlayStation 3 but have them on the PS4, that ticks those boxes as well. So yeah, the PS4, PS5 sort of setup I've got is pretty good. I'm thinking about picking up Street Fighter Ultra as well for the PlayStation as well on the PlayStation Store. So that way we've got nearly everything I loved previously on PS3. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing through a bit more of Bayonetta and Vanquish in the future. This one was really, really cool. It's the Psycho Collection Volume 2. Dreamcast back for me is an absolute win. It's got Gunbird on here. Gunbird 2. And it's got some of the other games as well on here, like Samurai Aces, which are super expensive. You're talking on some of these collections, you get like £300-400 worth of games onto a tiny little disc. So, you know, if you're looking to get Samurai Aces on those games, then you've got, you know, Gunbird as well for the Dreamcast. They're not always very cheap, so to have them bundled up, that's why I love the PS4. There's quite a few sort of PS4 things I've been adding. GTA, the trilogy. Now, you might have seen I picked up this when I was in CEX, in my local one. I did see another one of these. Now, I don't know if you've seen my other videos. I was previously missing the disc. So what I did, I bought the other one of these. I bought a second copy of one of these. I took the disc out of the other one, completed this one with everything in it, so it's a complete one now, and then just sold the other one on Vinted. So now I have all 3 discs, and this one is complete. So that made my day. You don't see them at all, and then they come like buses. I've got another one coming in my CX, so that was great to add that missing sort of disc as well. So, you know, sometimes you're missing manuals, sometimes you're missing things, and sometimes you can pick these extra things up in the future. So, you know, it's not always the case, but yeah, very, very lucky. Another very, very lucky, this was an eBay win. I've got quite a few of these VHS Mega Drive style games. One to add into that one is another one of these very, very cool blockbuster Mega Drive games. It's Road Rash 3. No manual or anything, but the manual is like, it's like the old telephone books. It's absolutely massive. You could previously rent this one $4.99 back in 21st of March 1996. It's quite a lot of money, $4.99 back in 1996, I'll tell you that. This one's from County Durham. Blockbuster in County Durham, if you remember that, anyone. Yeah, just very, very cool. Very, very cool. I love them. I like these VHS kind of ones. Yeah, just something unique for the Mega Drive. I like collecting new random things for the Mega Drive. Just stuff you don't see. Some more sort of rarities. This one, Angry Birds, has come off the sort of App Store and a lot of the game stores just because they couldn't really make much money of it back in the day. But a lot of the games now, you can't really find the original games. So, yeah, worth picking up if you see them. This one's creeping up in price for PlayStation 4. It's Angry Birds Star Wars, a cheap and cheerful game, originally a mobile game. Good fun for younger ones, and a classic. I absolutely love Angry Birds back in the day. And then we've got a couple of little rarities as well. I don't know how well these are gonna fit into my collection because I'm slowly running out of space. So we're gonna have to like prioritize what we want now, because it's getting very, very competitive in some of these places. And I haven't got too many spaces left in the cupboards and all that kind of stuff. So you need to prioritize the pickups, and the games are really kind of one. I've nearly picked up all the retro that I want. PS4 libraries, brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Hours of fun. And then we're just going to focus on getting some new PS5 games. And then maybe going forward, it'd probably be going forward to get the little one into games, get her into more sort of games if she wants a Nintendo Switch, and that'd be sort of the future of the channel, and having fun that way. So yeah, that's the future. We're not just me and my games, my retro games all the time. My little one loves Astrobot and that kind of stuff, so maybe we'll get into gaming in the future. But I can't see me getting PS6 and all this kind of stuff. I'll be very sort of comfortable playing my retro games. This is a funky little one I've seen. It's a nice little variant. It's a double pack for the PS4. Now you see these collections. There's a few little sort of big box PS4 ones. There's a couple of the Assassin's Creed game. I think there's another one like this where it's like Doom and Rage. This one is from Germany. It's a very nice double pack. The reason I picked it up because it was Skyrim and Fallout 4. Skyrim's a buzzing game, so to see a double pack is something you don't really see. Another obscure one I picked up is the PS3 triple pack. Pretty cheap. Seen better days, but it was worth just kind of picking up anyway, because it's just a very sort of random one. You don't see that, do you? A triple pack of PlayStation 3 games. It's got Sega Superstars Tennis on there. Little monkey ball character on there. Aye. Got Fuel. You got Tomb Raider. Yeah, something very bizarre that I think quite a variety of things. As you see, I collect and pick up, and anything that catches my eye over the couple of months or so is, as always, on video games pickups. Nice bit of variety, as I say. Loving picking up some of those collections, and more fighting games. I'm going to test with my fighting stick, and buzzing, absolutely buzzing. Quite a variety, as I say. We've got to fit them all in, see what's going to stay, what's going to go. But a brilliant episode. Hope you like that, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.